Okay, let's start. Okay, good evening, everyone. Today is 28th of April, 2025. It is around 8:09 p.m. Singapore time. All right, so let's talk about what we be having this week because, we start from what we can expect, right? So that we can have a right expedition on the market. Okay, so this week, we have quite a lot of news. Surprisingly, right? We have quite a lot of news, especially start from tomorrow. Today is most of them are basically Canadian related. All right, start from tomorrow, we will be having some US dollar items. All right, and I think the major important one for this week is going to be non-farm payroll on Friday. So, if you are trading long enough, you will understand that non-farm payroll is one of the important one. Okay, so this is a non-farm payroll on Friday. So please be aware of that. All right, and apart from that, we have another major items that I think going to be very interesting is going to be BOJ. All right. So normally, all right. So when the BOJs, the rate decision and stuff like that, market normally doesn't move so much because they don't change any policy out of sudden. So BOJ is more of a quite a smooth. They don't up and down a lot. Okay, but sometime, okay, once in a while, the BOJ can, they will mention something, and market can really move a lot as well. All right, so it's good to pay attention. So I think this Thursday is going to be one of them, in my opinion. Please pay attention to the BOJ. Okay, later when we go through the US dollar, Japanese yen, or Japanese yen, you will get what I mean. Okay, so this is something going to be very interesting and very important. So we got one here on the non-farm payroll. We got one here on the BOJ. All right. Apart from that, we will be quite a busy one. It's going to be on Wednesday because we have German CPI, and all this kind of stuff. GDP on the US dollar. So you can have a good idea already from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Market will be very busy. Okay, so this is something that you can expect in advance. Okay, let's go and take a look in the individual items together. All right, so let's start with the British pound. All right, let's start with the British pound. uh it's shared with you, so you should be able to see my screen. So let's start with the British pound. Basically, British pound as of right now. Okay, so this is a British pound daily time frame candle. All right, so as you can see, market is really trying very hard to very hard to go up, because you can see that the market here, they have a lot of sort of like a pin in a way. All right, they are really trying to hard to go up. All right, so they are stay not failing. All right, even today, all right, today you see market open here. All right, market open here, they go down, but they managed to touch this line, and now they are recovering in a way. So I must say it is definitely not bearish. All right, so we are standing between quite neutral and slightly bullish, in my opinion. I think what will happen to this guy is that if you want to know what I'm thinking about it, okay, I think the market will very likely to go to this region. All right, so okay, once they go to this region, okay, then we will decide whether will it go higher, or will bounce from there or not. But at least this region first. Okay, so I'm expecting they will definitely, or very likely, will go to here, which is around 1.337 region. So I would suggest not to short. All right, because market is, we don't see any big signs of bearishness at the moment. All right, so market will likely to retest to this region, in my opinion. All right, another one is euro. All right, euro. Okay, things. Okay, let me show. Another one is euro. All right. Okay, so euro is also quite similar, but euro is slightly weaker than British pound at this moment. As you can see, basically euro is very, very indecisive and decisive condition. So market is really trying to find the next breakout condition. So in my opinion, compared to British pound and the euro, if you want to talk about which one is weaker, okay, I would definitely say euro is a lot weaker. So if you want to long, or if you want to buy one of them, I would think so that British pound will be the better choice. Okay, so euro is a little bit starting to show a little bit signs of weakness. I think this guy will likely to go down in a way. All right. Another one is Aussie. All right. So just now I missed out one thing that I want to mention. All right. So back to the data a little bit. So this week, right, even though we have quite a lot of news, right, it will be overshadowed. All right. It will be overshadowed by next week. Middle of next week, we will be having this Fed fund rate stuff coming up. All right. So this is going to be very important in my opinion. So to conclude, the Fed fund related. To conclude, they are not only having a rate decision, they are also going to have a statement, and they are going to have a conference. So it's going to be a three item that will be coming up. So I think this week market will be swing here and there, up and down. This kind of swing here, but I don't think they will have a very big. Either like a reversal downward or reversal upward. I don't think it will happen. So this week movement will be very much in the range bound in my opinion. Okay, please aware of that. All right, because I just want to have a conclusion. Market, even though the market is, we have a lot of news this week. All right, but it will be still overshadowed by Fed Fund next week. So please be very careful. And apparently they are likely to cut the rate by next week. So it's almost, it is like no need to think so much. It is going to cut. Okay, so next Thursday will be the answer. All right, so now we are back here. So now it's Euro. Now after that, we talk about Aussie. All right, Aussie is a little bit not bad one in my opinion compared to Euro. It is quite similar. We can see that they are still holding on this congested area. All right, you can see this is the volume profile. All right, volume profile here. So it is stay congested around here. So the market is really trying to find their next wave. So I think what will likely to happen is that you can see we have quite a lot of pins are really supporting the price from going lower. So I think they might retest to this upper size in my opinion. Namely around 0.643, this kind of region. So Aussie also same thing, not really so advisable to short at this moment. All right, so Aussie British pound is one of the quite bullish one at the moment. Okay, another one is New Zealand. All right, New Zealand also similar to Aussie. All right, New Zealand also similar to Aussie. All these four, yeah, among these four of them, I think Euro is one of the weaker one in my opinion. You can see as well. They use this Monday early in the morning. They really swing the market over. The market go below than this swing level. All right, let me show you in the zoom out, zoom in, zoom condition. All right, let me zoom in it. So you see, Friday close was this one, right? Then you see this is the last week, the low, right? Previous week low. So what they do, they make use of this Monday, all right? Monday morning, there was not much of the volume. They really swing the market down to stop out a lot of buyers that bought along the way. You got what I mean? So after that, you see now nothing happened, like recover back already. So whoever bought on the last week and I put the stop loss around this region, more or less get stop out already. So I think that was a stop hunt mode in my opinion. So New Zealand might be in a 1 or 2 days time, we will be starting to see bullish candle again. I think they were likely to go back to retest around like a 0 point this level, 0.5992, and or even 0.60 level in my opinion. So I think we will be having a bit of bullish case scenario might be coming up on New Zealand as well. You need to be a bit patient. The reason being because the candle is stay red color. Okay, so just to have a quick conclusion, everything against US dollars is slightly bullish in a way, slightly not strong, slightly bullish in a way. I think if you talk about which one is the most weakest, just now I talk about British pound, Euro, Aussie, and New Zealand, right? They are against US dollars. I think if you really want to short on them or potentially selling against US dollars, I think that would be the best, so-called short candidate in my opinion. If you want to long this pair, I think you can choose either one of them out of three, but don't try to choose Euro. Euro is one of the weaker one in my opinion. All right, so this is on this item. All right, another one is gold. I think gold, if you, go back and see my last week video, all right, I was telling that gold will be likely to be likely to go back down a little bit, wait at the support instead, right? So you see, last week we have a bit of sell down on gold. Okay, I think what they are trying to do here is that from my observation, right, there's a lot of selling trying to sell on gold. All right, but there's also a lot of passive buying. That means they have a lot of pending buying orders. All right, waiting around this region. So whenever the selling coming in, right, all these sell pressure are being so-called absorbed or swapped over. All right, so as long as the buying the pending buying is going on here, even though how much they really want to sell, all right, as long as they can match, I think the gold might have a bit of like they may not go down immediately. I think the watch here will be they may not go down immediately. So you can see here, actually today also they try, right? You can see they in the early in the morning. Okay, let me show you. Right, they they have early in the morning go. They also try to go down, all right, but eventually being supported and they are just coming right back up in my opinion. So I think gold is to me it appeared to me that they are somehow being supported. Okay, I think the words here will be they are somehow being supported. I mean, who is supporting? Of course, the buy order, lah, right? So they are being supported here. So, of course, going forward, all right, if the buying is really being sort of like supported in, people can call it passive orders, right? They are being supported really nicely, and the active selling, sort of like they so-called no more strength really. So what will happen? Market will ramp back up. Okay, so that might be a possible case going on. Okay, so of course, we do not know if let's say the selling got pressure stronger, then of course they will break lah, right? But as of right now, what we are seeing now is there's somebody is absorbing all the sell order. Okay, so gold is not entirely bearish. All right, so I think one of the very good level that you should be watching is somewhere around here, which is around 3270 level at this moment. Okay, just keep in mind what I'm telling you right now is based on the gold future price. Okay, gold future price. So it's compared to the gold CFD, the price is slightly different a little bit. Okay, but you can adjust look at the difference accordingly. All right. So I'm looking at this level as a very good support. So as long as they are not broken down yet, I think we might have some push, so-called push to the upside. So I draw the line here. This is like a trend line here. People can call it like they call it what, bull flag, right? So I'm expecting if there's a bullish case scenario, there will be a bullish candle, and I think the market will likely to retest here, in my opinion. Okay, the first support is 33.450. Then the second support is around here, 33.80 region. Okay, so don't go all in on the downside because something is really supporting them from going lower. Okay, you got my point now. So gold is careful. I don't think it will go down too much more, in my opinion. All right, silver is slightly minor different in my opinion. Let me look at the silver. Silver is also not so bad. All right, silver also same thing. We are currently at the very strong support level. So I'm watching how this candle in the future will turn out. So I want to see whether the market managed to break up higher or break down lower. So this has become a box. All right, this has become a box. So this region, I think this region and this region is a very important level. So I think one of the tools that we can use on TradingView is that you can use alert system. For example, like, okay, now I'm not in front of the computer, but I want to know. I'm not watching this silver, but I want to look at the alert. Example 33.3. So I put a alert here. All right. So 33.3. All right. So I just put so this will give me an idea that, okay, if the alert is triggered, silver will be breakout or not. Okay, so I have a few of them. So I will just put the alert in those pair that I'm interested. And if there is an alert come over, I will be looking for potential trade entry. Okay, so silver, let's see how weather can break out or not. Okay, so silver also not so bearish at all. All right, so another one is US dollar, Canadian, all those stuff. So US dollar, Canadian, all these guys not so bullish at all. You see, they have been really sideways for quite some time. All right, really sideways for quite some time. So they are also at this control area. All right, so that's to prove that market is really ranging left and right. Of course, they cannot be here forever. All right, they have to either break up or down sooner or later. But I will want to wait until the breakout occur. Okay, so I don't think we have a very much of the trade set up here. Okay, another one is US dollar CHF. Okay. US dollar CHF is slightly bullish. All right, you can see they are different from this guy. All right, they are already break out from there. So I think market will likely to drift to the high side, in my opinion. Okay, one of the one of the people were like one of the people will say, oh, okay, the people will call it fair value gap, right? Those guys that who watch ICT, all this kind of stuff, they will say fair value gap, right? Basically, what is a fair value gap? Fair value gap is something like the market really go down pretty fast, all right? Then market will likely to retest back to this range. Okay, why? The reason is because when the market really go down too fast, along the way, there's a very thin liquidity along the way. So there's not much of the buying and selling going on, and market really move down very fast. So one is have a very thin volume happen like this. Market will likely to retest this level for they're going to reclaim this level. So they call it, that's the reason why they call it fair value gap. I mean, just the way to call it. All right. So this is what it is. So I think market will likely to retest around this region for they want to do the resistance, in my opinion. So US dollar CHF is one of the quite decently bullish looking at this moment. Okay, another one that I'm looking at the moment is US dollar JPY. Okay, by end of this section, of course, I will be telling you which are the direction and which are the pairs that I'm looking. All right, so US dollar JPY also not bad. Okay, sorry, I think I speak too fast already. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Okay, I think it should be okay. Yeah, you can type in the question. All right. I mean, if I can answer, I will answer. If I don't know, I will say I don't know. All right. Then US dollar JPY is one of the pair that I'm looking to enter as well. All right. In terms of direction, I'm looking to enter at buy. In fact, I got a few position on it already. All right. So I'm expecting the market will likely to go up higher. Okay. If you think this video is beneficial to you, please do me a favor. Please press like and share this video for me. All right. So that or maybe your friends want to understand more on the trading, and stuff like that. Maybe they can watch it together as well. Okay, so now back to here. I am also looking at this guy for potential bullish case scenario. All right, so let's see how it's go. All right, US dollar, Japanese yen. I think market will likely to drift to the high side. So you can see here we have a very good support that is supporting well, and another level is somewhere around here. So as long as these levels are not being broken down, as long as these levels are not broken down, which level are we talking about? 142.5. All right, and another one is 141.6. All right, as long as this level are not being broken, I think the market will have a chance to go back up higher. So patient, all right, be patient. I think market will likely to go higher soon, in my opinion. And remember, we have a Japanese yen. We have a Japanese yen decision coming up. So I think the BOJ decision will be coming out on Thursday. I think it might have impact on this pair, in my opinion. Of course, hopefully they don't shake out a lot. Maybe they just go up will be the best idea. Unless they shake out too much, then I mean, no choice. All right. But anyway, I'm expecting US dollar JPY to go higher. Okay. So yeah, this is one of them. Okay, another one is a US market. All right, US market is basically okay, let me show you on the US market. Okay, US market. All right, US market. I am looking at few parameters. All right, I'm looking at the flow that I have. Right, so basically, US market, the flows are actually not so bad. All right, at least they are showing to the upside. right? They're showing onto the upside, right? The flows are showing to the upside. So I think we have more bullish case than bearish, in my opinion. So, either you buy and follow on the upside, or you wait at the swing level for the potential bullish entry. So it's a little bit up to you, all right? But I think the likelihood of going up is a lot higher. Okay, I want to show you something. Okay, please take a look on this flow number one. All right, so if you look at it here, actually, all right, flow number one have been down since somewhere in last February, actually, right? You see the market have been down, right? So you see that was a very good so-called a top signal for US market. You see market have a very big crash after that, right? So this watching at this flow regularly, all right, also can help you identify the up and down. So you see, since here to on the day of 20th of February, you see market have been really being down, and the flow have been really down on them as well. So you see they can sort of like in line with the market. So having the understanding of this flow together, right? We have I mean you can have a better educated guess where the market is going. So as far as the condition as of right now, I think we will have a better choice of going up is more than going down. Okay, so this is what I understand, what I mean. That's why I think the US market might have a good chance to go up, in my opinion. Okay. Of course, I cannot predict 100% whether they will go up or go down 100% in the accuracy, but likelihood is there. Okay. All right. So this on the US market. And I also want to talk about, okay, there's one more things that I'm watching. All right. So I will talk on the two items. Okay. One of the items I'm watching is natural gas. All right. Okay, natural gas, I was looking into buying in on natural gas. All right, actually, I have already kind of like, hey, once they break this level and, market will likely to have a bullish, I would like to buy on this. So today morning, all right, when the market opened, they have a very nice gap up happen. All right, so basically this criteria is already fulfilled already. All right, so my market is going up. All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm waiting for the market to come back to retest. If possible, they close the gap will be even better. And then I will look for a long. Okay, so natural gas is one of the item that I'm watching closely. All right, I think the market may likely to go up higher. All right, so natural gas, and the last but not least, Bitcoin. All right. Okay, I think I'm one of the guys that for the past few weeks I've been talking about Bitcoin likely to go up higher, right? And yep, and market is going up higher, right? So I still have a Bitcoin, personally holding. I have not sell it as well. All right, so we are in a decent profit already. All right, so Bitcoin, I think we will have a potentially on the further up move, in my opinion. All right, so there's a few ways that I'm looking at. All right, one of the way that I'm looking at is of course the the all the stable coin market cap. All right, so stable coin market cap is actually all the way going all the way up. All right, stablecoin market cap is going all the way up. All right, so you see, and I just saw a news. They just minted $1 billion in USDT. I think less than 1 or 2 hours ago. So, I mean, there's a lot of liquidity in the market. All right, so I think this Bitcoin price will be Bitcoin and crypto, quite will be a bit uplifted, in my opinion. Okay, this is one of the information I look at. All right. The another information that I look at, it's this guy. All right. I also look at this global demand. Right. So global demand is kind of like it's a it's some kind of calculation. But you can see that. All right. They have a very nice how to say inline movement going on here. All right. I wasn't even really expecting to go up this fast. I was expecting, okay, somewhere in May, now it's only end of April only, right? Somewhere in May, the market will go up. And apparently market don't want to wait. It's actually already going up already. But either way, the direction is on the uptrend. So I think it will stay likely to be on the uptrend, in my opinion. All right. I mean, it doesn't have to be Bitcoin. It can be others like others altcoin, other coins as well. So Bitcoin, I will say generally, all right, generally stay quite bullish. So I will rather be on the buy side than sell side. Okay. So if you want to be a little bit more conservative, all right, instead of chasing the market, you can wait at some support level, identify the support level first, then you wait at this level for buy. the suggestion is only buy side only. Okay, I hope you are clear. If you're aggressive, I mean, you can go and buy now. I mean, if you want it, but of course, if the market pull back, you will be in a drawdown, right? So there's a pros and cons. If you're aggressive, you buy now. Market go up, of course, you will be in the profit. If you are not aggressive, you wait here, and by waiting here, if the market go directly immediately, of course, you will be end up waiting and you are not in the market. Of course, there's always a give and take. If you buy now, go up, market, you are in it. But go down, you will be in a drawdown. You got what I mean? So it's like, there's no surefire way to set up to do so here. If always there's a pros and cons on either one of them. Okay, so just have a quick summary. All right, this week, all right, even though we have quite a lot of news, right, I just want you to focus on the main guy. Main guy is going to be a Federal Reserve fan rate on the 8th of May. All right, this is going to be very big issue in my opinion. So this week we might have a very big range. So if you are trading this week, please be very careful. All right, don't get carried away. And in terms of pairs that I'm looking to enter, all right, I personally, I mean, you can choose to follow, you can choose not to follow. It's up to you. It's for myself only. I'm looking for potential long on natural gas. All right, I am looking for potential long on natural gas. I have already explained to you already, so you can go and watch it again if you want. And another one is I want to see some movement in US dollar JPY and US dollar CHF on the potential upsides. Okay, so basically I'm focusing on these three of them. All right, US dollar CHF and US dollar JPY is the same. All right, so either one, all right. So I'm watching them closely every day. All right, so once the market really come in our favor, I will make sure I'm in the market and try to make a potential money out of it. Okay, so guys, I hope this session is fruitful to you. All right. Thank you very much for spending your last 30 minutes with me. All right. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart, anything you want. All right. And help me to share this video so that, it spreads the word as well. Okay, so guys, thank you very much. Yeah, I see you guys again. You can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Telegram. All right, I post update time to time as well. All right, I trade full time. I'm in front of the computer and in front of the chart actually the whole day and night. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, have a great week ahead. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.